Hi everybody, welcome to today's video and welcome to my channel. My name is Steve with Joy and Success Coaching and I've got an interview here today, a good friend of mine. Her name is Sam, she is with Catch Dating and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about her coaching program.
Great, thanks, Steve. So, as Steve said, my name is Sam, and I'm the founder and lead coach at Catch. And we also have a YouTube channel, so that's how Steve and I met on YouTube, and love to support one another in the sort of dating and relationship coaching space. And at Catch, what we believe is that unshakable confidence is the key to getting everything that you want in life and dating. So that's what we focus on is everything confidence and mindset, and then how you apply that in dating and relationships. And thank you for having me on. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you. I appreciate you taking the time to do the interview today. Now, how long have you been running Catch Dating for?
So officially a year, but it's really the last 6 months that well, from a content creation perspective, really focused on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and focusing more on the content side. And prior to that, I was working in HR and doing professional coaching. But my personal interest was always in dating and relationships and how confidence and mindset plays into that. So that's why about a year ago transitioned more into the dating and relationship side and worked through referrals, did some writing online, and then decided actually let's really focus on the social media side and see if we can get the message out there that way.
Now, who would your ideal clients be for Catch Dating?
That's a good question. We want to work with anybody that sees our content and thinks that it resonates with them and it speaks to them. So anybody that's feeling like they're not getting the outcomes that they want in dating or relationships, anybody that feels like they need to build their confidence and wants an outside opinion on that, or someone to challenge them, support them and hold them accountable. Most of our clients have been 25 to 45 in age, have had relationships in the past, and or haven't had a relationship and are looking to find one. But we're open. If someone just wants to be able to enjoy dating more or build their confidence, we've worked with some of those clients as well. And also, we're very deliberately gender neutral. So a lot of dating and relationship coaches really focus their content on either men or women. That's what we've observed. But because we focus more on the confidence and mindset side, we love working with both men and women and non-binary people as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I really appreciate that. I myself am striving for a similar niche of not niching down too far. I know a lot of people are like, no, you got to do it specifically for like left handed people who wear Nikes and have blue eyes only. It's like, that's complicating matters, I would think, but. So hopefully I'll be able to put some links in the description, but you had mentioned being able to reach out and contact you. Where can people contact you?
Yeah, so we have a YouTube channel, which is Catch Dating Official, and then we also have an Instagram, a TikTok, and a Twitter as well with the same handle. So you can find us on most of the main social media platforms, but YouTube is where we put most of our effort and our time at the moment because we can do longer form videos, more educational videos, interact with people, etc.
So, in one of your most recent videos, you were talking about the confidence mindset and being of the mindset that you can get the partner of your dreams, no matter who that is. Talk a little bit more about that. I had really enjoyed that video. It's inspired me that I'm going to go ahead and take Brad Pitt off the market there.
I know. You know what? I knew that one was going to be a little bit controversial, and the reason that we put it up there was really deliberate, actually, which is really challenging people on. We put a lot of limits on ourselves, and often put a value on ourselves that we believe that we're worth this amount or have these strong attributes, and therefore, when we meet someone, we typically, without even realizing, say, right, they're in my league or they're not in my league, or I can definitely get that person. But we only put those limits on ourselves or see things in that way as we get older and start to define our value by our job or our looks or life or how much money we earn. When we're born and when we're children, we don't think about that at all. And actually, a human, like two humans, are not worth any more or less than each other. It's only because we, as I say, put those limits on ourselves. So it was really a deliberate thing to get people thinking differently about themselves and stop not putting limits on themselves and valuing themselves higher. And there are loads of examples of couples who, when you look at them objectively, one is more successful than the other, one is maybe better looking than the other, but they complement each other. And that's because each person in that partnership has decided that they're worthy and valuable, regardless of what's going on in their life. They believe that they are good enough for that other person. So, one interesting, I was talking to a friend about this actually the other day. One couple who's quite interesting to look at is Amal Clooney and George Clooney. George Clooney, obviously, being the famous actor, and Amal Clooney is an international human rights lawyer. And even though they're both attractive and successful in their own ways, it would have been quite easy when they met one another for George to perhaps go, well, I'm not as smart and accomplished in the way that Amal is. I'm not an international human rights lawyer, I'm an actor. And similarly, Amal could have looked at George Clooney and gone, well, he's one of the most famous actors in the world. Am I good enough for him? But they both looked at each other and went, yeah, like I'm good enough for that other person. And therefore, it worked out. Or similarly, Cristiano Ronaldo and his partner, when they met, she was working in a retail store. So objectively, again, even though she's beautiful, he's very attractive, extremely successful and wealthy. Objectively, you wouldn't necessarily think they're on like the same level, but when they met, she obviously felt like she was good enough for him, and that's why that relationship progressed. So I want everybody to be able to have that mindset, which is when I meet someone, why wouldn't I be good enough for them or the type of person that I want? Um, it was interesting as well, actually, because somebody put a comment on there, sort of challenging the thinking a bit, which I always welcome, by the way, and saying that actually people should work on themselves physically and mentally, and then they'll end up being in circles naturally where they attract higher caliber people or the type of people that they want. And actually, we don't disagree with that. And basically, all the clients that we work with, we say, look, focus on yourself, work on developing yourself and bettering yourself. But the reason that that works is because when you invest in yourself, both physically and mentally, and actually do the things that you want to do, you become more confident and secure in yourself, and you become less worried about other people's opinions of you and their validation. You start to self-validate and find that safety and security within yourself. And then because of that, because you've done these things for yourself, you start to value yourself higher, and therefore you then expect to attract more of the type of partner that you're looking for or who matches that level. But you can make that decision to value yourself higher without having to do those external things. It's about how it makes you feel internally. And you can do that whether you get a higher paying job or, work on yourself physically. So
Yeah.
hopefully that makes sense. But that's why we were trying to purposefully put out a slightly controversial, potentially video. We want people to feel good about themselves. That's the whole point about the channel. Feel good, and then you'll get what you want out of life.
Yeah, it's very much as a man thinketh, kind of. So tell me something good. What are you looking forward to? What are you excited about?
Oh, yeah, these are good questions. What I'm personally really excited for is to get the catch message out to more people and to help as many people as possible, because it's something that like confidence is an area that I've worked in for a long time, whether that's in a business aspect through um, business coaching, like leadership coaching, life coaching, and then going into dating and relationships. And there's so many people who really want to improve their dating life or have a relationship, and they haven't been able to. And it can be quite an insecure, vulnerable place for people. So being able to help people one to one develop their confidence and get the outcomes that they want has been really satisfying. And then actually starting to create content and hopefully help more people that way has also been satisfying. And I think we're starting to build a bit of momentum now in Catch, starting to get more engagement and more positive feedback, and even constructive feedback is helpful to figure out what content is most useful for people, and refine what information we're putting out there. So that's what I'm excited for. Hopefully we can build that momentum, get out to more people, and help people ultimately.
So I guess that brings me to the next question, which is the future plans for the company. It is to continue creating content and doing the coaching.
Yeah, that's the short term plan. And what we're also doing in the background is bringing on more coaches, because even though there's a methodology and a set of beliefs that underpin catch, which is about confidence, about mindset, about being unstoppable, not putting limits on yourself, we also recognize that people are going to vibe with different people, or it might be that you want a male coach or a female coach, or you want, someone of a similar age to you, or a different age to you. So the plan is to bring on more coaches from all different backgrounds who get the same catch training but have their own personal style, so that if for some reason people watch the content and they vibe with the message but not with me, that's totally fine. There'll be other people that you can work with. We've also put out our first workbook, and we're working on actually a book in the background. So we're just starting to speak to publishers potentially about that, or we might just publish it online, and further ebooks and workbooks as well, so that people can do things at their own pace. And we also appreciate that coaching is a premium offer, so we wanted to put out, well, not just the free content, but also much more accessible, cheaper, frankly, options, so that it's available to everybody. We're also looking at merch as well, because why not? It'd be fun. I have a catch on a hat or on a t-shirt or something. Like, you
Yeah.
can look at it every day, or whenever you get dressed, put it on your socks or something, or on your cap, and it'll be a little reminder to have that confidence in yourself. So those are the things in the works, but you have to do it step by step. You can't do it all in one go. But if any of that sounds particularly good to you, please let us know in a comment down below, or send us a message, and that'll help us know what we should prioritize.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, hopefully if you guys get some shirts, you'll set one aside for me. So, final question here
I'm
for
sure we can
today.
do that.
What is your definition of success?
Ooh, yeah, good questions. Do you know what? For me personally, I just want to help one person a day. It's not about, obviously, I want to get the message out to as many people as possible and help as many people as possible. But if we can just start helping one person a day, then it will be worth doing. So that's why we're continuing to persist with the content, and hopefully it resonates with people and it's helpful. And yeah, I think it's just the small impacts over time will then have a bigger impact.
Yeah, it's got to start somewhere. Well, yeah, I want to thank you again for taking the time to do this interview, and I'm encouraging everybody to jump over to Catch Dating's YouTube and check out Sam's content and check out her coaching offer. Hoping everybody's had a really good weekend, and hopefully everything's going to start off well for everybody in the week upcoming. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and to Sam's as well. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm wishing you the best of joy and success. Any final words, Sam?
Just thank you again, Steve, and thanks everybody. Nice to see you.
Alrighty, you take it easy.